Hello everybody, welcome to Flakpanzer's channel, and in this video I'm going to be going over recons and the different assault teams of what recon gives you. Now under the recons, you do get different vision for each recon. As an example, the recons of the walking recons, they get a vision of 20. The motorized recon, they get a vision of 30. And the mechanized recon, it gets a vision of 40. What this translates to is that if you were to look at the map, and I've sectioned off 3 different recons so you can see the vision for each recon. This is what the vision you would get for a walking recon. As you can see, it's small, it doesn't give you a lot of vision, but it's definitely larger than a walking guard or a motorized guard or motorized infantry. You get to see behind enemy lines slightly. A little bit in front, maybe 1 or 2 cities, maybe a little bit across the line, but you get to see something. It's something to see. If you upgrade and you get yourself a motorized recon, you get a couple more cities to see. This is what 30 vision gets you to see. You can see almost to a third city in. You can see what enemies are doing. You can move around more. You can see a little bit more vision. You can see the circle is semi-larger than the walking recon. Now once you upgrade and get a mechanized recon, you can see that the vision is significantly larger. This is what 40 radius gives you. Now you can, if you string the assault teams together for vision purposes, if you were to do a motorized recon string of assault teams, you can see I've strategically placed the 3 recons in a line, and you can see I can see a lot more on the map because they are all working together, and I can see a whole line of area. If you do eventually upgrade yourself to getting mechanized recon, you can see that strategically placing the recons along a front line, you can see what everybody decides to want to do against you on the front line and see what their placement of their assault teams are, who's moving, what's going on. Now, when you do have recons, it does give you the ability to see what cities of your own have in the battle and what's on the battlefield for your own faction's resources by just clicking on the cities. You can also click on enemy cities and see who's in the battlefield and what assault teams they have and what is in their assault teams as well. If somebody does like, if they have anything in the skirmish battle, you can see your own faction resources of what's on the recon, on the skirmish line, or what's on the enemy skirmish line. You can see their resources as well as to who is pushing and what resources they have. And this gives you a lot of information because you can see even troop movements of who's moving around on the battlefield. And this gives you enough information to know how much to push in this area and how active the area is according to what's going on behind enemy lines. This is what recons do. Now, recons with the mech recon, this gives you the 14 armored cars and the 28 men. The motorized recon gives you, let me go back over there. Motorized recon gives you 24 recons and 24 bikes. And the walking recon give you 20 recon altogether, no vehicles. In general, if you're looking to make war funds, walking recons are the only ones that can kind of make you money. The reason for it is they use everybody else's resources. As an example, if you push a walking recon in and there's 400 bikes in that battle, the recons out of this battle will use everybody else's motorcycles to use if the recon decides to spawn a motorcycle. If you send in motorized recon, the chances of you making money is lower because recons in general need to kill 2 people in order to make 4 war funds. Because there's an extra motorcycle involved, for every life the recon spawns, he's going to have to kill 3, if not 4, because he's going to have to cover the cost for the motorcycle that was or was not pulled. A lot of times what ends up happening is the recons get used up and the motorcycles don't, and you end up losing all the motorcycles and the recons were used up. So you have to pay for new motorcycles the next time you spawn the motorcycle assault team. Same thing goes for the assault team of the mechanized recon. Most recons don't have the armored cars, so they only spawn the recon, and they don't spawn the armored car, and so you end up losing the money on the armored car. The recons in general, though, can make you a lot of war funds if sent 1 to 2 units, preferably after the battle has started. But if you need battles to start, it's a great way to start battles because there's a lot of people searching for recon games. You can see the difference in radiuses. This was the main reason for this video. The radius for a mech recon, a motor recon, a walking recon. You can string the motorized recon together so that you can have extra vision on the map for what's going on behind enemy lines. And mech recon, they have the best vision, and you can set them up as satellites to see what's going on behind enemy lines and run as many as you want. You could run up all the way across the entire front line and see everything that's going on. If you don't have recon, the map looks dark to you and you don't see anything as to what's going on the battlefield. And if you have just a guard unit, you maybe see a small portion right in front of your nose, and you don't see if anybody's pushing your line. I hope this was informative and you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to this video. And if you have any questions about recons, feel free to come join me on my stream at twitch.tv/flak_panzer, and I'll answer any of your questions. Have a good one, everybody.